Are you ready for your first day of school? Are you excited?
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Life for Life, and I'm going to give you a little rundown on my first week with this experience learning homeschooling for Mackenzie Chin 1214. So the week started off great. I started on time. My schedule was, I start at 9:30. I gave myself a 30-minute leeway, and I go until about 12, which is lunchtime. And then nap time is about 1 o'clock. So day one went awesome.
How many hours did you put in today?
Yeah, about 4 hours.
So
I did a half day.
Yeah, 4-hour day?
Yeah,
Good?
I did a half day. It went good. This activity she wanted to do multiple times. They're different sizes, right? She was actually like trying to do it with one hand, but then I guess her hand just isn't big enough to close it. You gotta squeeze it tighter. Tighter? So she started using two hands. So she adapted to it, which was really cool. She did really good with her name card. Where's the lowercase e? Where? Good girl. Okay, put it in the envelope. Oh, what messed us up is Nanapo came home. And then she got distracted with Nanapo, and then she wanted to eat Nanapo oats.
Okay, you can have oats and then we can go outside.
So then her 15-minute snack time turned into like a good 30 minutes. But she was eating, so it was okay. She loved the music, so I played Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. You know, she was just playing with her crayons, and I started playing music, and she was just like sitting there dancing. We did a full half day. Day one's over with.
So a couple of things that I noticed with Mackenzie is she has very limited attention span.
No. Oh, we got distracted. Oh boy, so she remembers the moose book that we have, and now she's gone to go get her moose book.
So what I found throughout the week is the activity she really enjoyed. We spent more time.
Foot. Show me your foot. Where's your foot? Whoa. Foot.
And then there were some activities that she just was not having. So there was, for instance, the shaving cream, and you were supposed to draw like letters and shapes and whatever on a plate.
Don't do that. Mackenzie, don't do that.
She didn't really like that because it got all over her hands, and then it was getting in her mouth, and it was just like really gross.
Okay, this.
Where are you going? No. Where are you going?
And that one's not happening again. There were other activities that just made me laugh because this is like typical Mackenzie. The spaghetti.
Skull, right? Say skull.
Yeah.
And inside of your skull is your brain.
Right.
And the noodles feel like your brain. Feel the noodles. That's what your brain feels like.
Good girl,
Yeah, oh. What does it feel like? Describe it to me. What shape is that?
Sugar.
Good girl.
A sugar piece.
Why are you eating your brain?
Okay, so then, luckily that was close to lunchtime because honestly, I just gave her the bowl of pasta and we called it brain hemorrhaging. Each day there was a new STEAM activity. Now the STEAM activities aren't in the program. They're kind of an addition to, but so I set one up for Mackenzie every day. So by the end of the week, we had the 5 STEAM activities, and I integrated other things as well. So my mom had broken her arm, 3 years ago, and I had an x-ray of it, and we were talking about x-rays and bones. So I put up a picture of her x-ray. So now she recognizes the picture. She says x-ray of Nanapo's broken arm. So I tried to integrate some new things like that. I tweaked a few activities as well because she just wasn't grasping it. So Mackenzie is a funny little girl. There was an activity we were talking about skeletons and bones, and what I did was we traced out Mackenzie's outline on a large piece of paper, and then she was supposed to use blocks to create bones in her legs. So create a bone for her foot, a bone for her leg. And we also had paper tubes that I made just out of regular paper that she could use as bones. I gave her the paper tubes, I gave her the blocks, and I said, hey, Mackenzie, use these as your bones. And I gave her blocks and I gave her the paper tubes. Now, this is what Mackenzie did. instead of placing the paper tubes and the blocks on the traced out Mackenzie, she actually put the paper tube around her arm.
Oh no.
And she looked at me and she said, "Mommy, bones." And I was like, "You're right, Mackenzie, that is bones." I told her to put it on her bones. She did. She didn't put it on the paper bones. She put it on her actual bones. So congratulations, Mackenzie. You're thinking out of the box.
A panda bear. Yeah, good girl. And that's in Asia. Put it in the pink envelope.
We tried to stick to the program every day. And like I said, some activities went shorter, some went longer. I just freely allowed Mackenzie to engage in each activity as she pleased. I let her tell me when she was done with it. She really liked crayons. There was one activity where she would, color the letter B, and she wasn't really doing it as it's supposed to be done. But at that point I was like, you know what, just go with it. Color as you will, we'll deal with this later. I also wrote a little bit of a journal so that I can recap my day with my husband, and then also to just kind of see her progress moving forward. And I have seen progress. So at the beginning, when we were identifying a picture of an arm, she had no clue what it was called. She would just say, "That one." But now she looks at the picture of the arm and she says, "Arm." So it's really interesting to see how she has grown in this last week and what she has learned.
What?
Whoa, that's a very long arm, Mackenzie.
So I put all the activities now in a folder for the week, Monday through Friday, so it kind of sets it up. And then I'll leave little sticky notes for myself to say, hey, just a reminder, you're gonna need to use tape in this activity. You're gonna need to get a scarf for this activity, and just things like that. So I'm prepared for the week when I go along. I mentioned in my first video that there's an assessment tool for your child. So this week, I assessed her on all of the 34 categories. And I realized that Mackenzie's actually benchmarking at a 3-4. So this is how it works. Benchmark 1 to 3 is toddler, and then 3 to 5 is preschool. So you'll see a little overlap in the benchmark 3. But Mackenzie is benchmarking like 3-4, pretty much on an equal level. So I think for October, I'm going to upgrade it to the preschool program so that we can give Mackenzie a little bit of challenge.
Is this worth the money?
Yeah, I'm super tired. Like, I'm not feeling good today. So like the fact that I had all these activities planned out, it just kind of made the time go way faster. I was like, look down and I'm like, oh damn, it's snack time already.
There was more than enough to do in a day. It definitely made things easier because the activities were already set for me and all I had to do was just prepare the night before.
I like it. I think it just takes preparation.
All right, so I mentioned that I did kind of diary notes for each day of Mackenzie's learning and progression. I'm not sure if I'm gonna post them, but if I do, I will leave them or a link in the description box. So anyways, this was a great week with Mackenzie Chin 1214. I had a lot of fun. I know she did too. I thought we hit the baseline. We did really well. I had her interest going. So let's see how week 2 goes, and we'll do a month recap as well. So thanks again for joining me. And if you guys have any questions about experience learning or Mother Goose Time, please let me know, comment below or DM me, and I would be happy to reach out to you. Thanks again. It's your girl Live for Life. See ya.
So we turned our spaghetti exercise into spaghetti meat sauce. Yummy?
Mm.